Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Built Podcast. AJ, Mark here, Baldy Boys are back for another episode. And today we had our first returning guest. And the reason why we brought them on was to share their experiences and their story of what we just did last weekend in Seattle. We ran the Seattle Half Marathon. It was Mark's first half marathon. And my boy Pau, my cousin Pau, is here to talk about it. And my wife, Cristina, also ran hers. And we're going to talk about what they accomplished that weekend because it was a good fucking day for the family and a good day for the squad. Check out the episode. Let's go.
I did this for the money, would've gave up long ago. It's the passion and the drive buried deep down in my soul. It's ambition, I'm too hungry, I ain't never getting full. On a mission, it's a battle, locked and loaded, bulletproof. On my mission, on the way to the top. Got my whole
Okay, so this podcast should
Brought
be
to you by
pretty fucking solid just because there's all four of us. And it's the first time we've ever done 4 people. Paul looks like he's not ready
He's
right
ready.
now.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Another day to be better, brother. Come
Yes,
on.
sir.
So there's all 4 of us here. We all did the Seattle half marathon last week. And we have 3 people that basically PR'd here.
PR'd,
Yeah, 3 people.
Don't forget
PR'd.
my PR, bro.
Yeah, it's a PR. And it's because it's 2 of you guys' first ones.
Yeah.
And 1 here has ran 2 now.
Yeah.
2, yeah. And the first one though was kind of like what me and you did this time around. So let's talk about it because I thought it was fucking fun. I thought it was there was a shitload of people out there, and it felt good. I don't know, for you guys, especially for the 2 that get your first time like running in these races like this, like as big as, because you've done a 5K and a 10K, but
But no, it was not as big as
not even
Seattle.
close to as big as
That
Seattle.
was insane. Yeah.
So like this was your thing for real. Like the video's about to come out too.
Yeah.
Well, it would have dropped before this podcast, but
It's gonna drop before this podcast, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So you had a whole year to train, bro. You had a whole year to train. How did it feel that day when it was, or the days even leading up to it? How did that shit feel?
Well,
And tell the truth, because you even told us some shit about like how you were treating your wife. So you better fucking talk about that.
I was getting there. Okay.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think
We're
earlier,
bringing it up.
yeah, early in the year, training for the 5K and the 10K was not bad. You know, those distances were doable. When it came to the half marathon, the closer and closer it got,
Mhm.
the worse and worse my nerves got. Man, it was pretty bad. Like I'd be doing something and the thought of it would pop into my head, and I'd just get hella stressed, hella overwhelmed.
Mhm.
And it's that, you know, that freaking, the butterflies in your stomach, man. And it would affect everything I was doing. I would try to go to work, and it would affect me. Or I get home and, you know, Heather's asking me to do the normal things that I normally do. And I'm just getting irritated because it's like, man, I don't want to be doing this before, you know, the run. I want to concentrate all my, you know, my, what do you call it? I want to concentrate on the run and what I need to do, and to rest and prepare, because it was counting down, man.
Did you just want to be laying on the couch?
Yeah, I just wanted to just like
I don't wanna move. All my energy
rest
for
my
the
body.
race.
Yeah. So it was
feel like
definitely messing with me mentally.
It's the equivalent of being overstimulated.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
It was a crazy feeling, man. I hated it too. So every now and then I just have to stop, take a breath, and think to myself, you know what? I've already done 10 miles. That's majority of the damn run.
Yeah.
What am I so stressed about?
Mhm.
And the last half is just a 5K.
Yeah.
It's nothing big. So, but for real, it just kept coming back, and it felt like it just kept haunting me. I was like, okay, I can't wait till this damn thing is over, you know? Plus the stress of everyday life. And, you know, I had family come out, and that kind of messed with the training too. And man.
When did it kind of start though? Like when you really started
Stressing?
Yeah, like when it started like really bothering you.
Probably like the week and a half before.
A week and a half before.
Yeah.
Then it started like every day.
When it were like really lit was when I was supposed to get that 10-mile done.
Yeah.
Remember?
And you didn't?
And the first one I bonked at mile 6.
Yeah.
So I was stressed about that. Then I did the second 10-miler, and I did better.
Yeah.
But it still hurt.
Mhm.
So I'm like, fuck. I thought I think my process was, man, I'm so far behind in my training that, you know, I'm not supposed to feel this way at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
And then I talked to you about it.
Mhm.
You're like, bro, don't worry, just do another 10-mile. You should be good.
Yeah.
And because I was supposed to get up to 12 and a half before the final run.
The
And I never,
12.7.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I never got to it. And that also stressed me out too. So all those little things were just adding up,
Yeah.
you know. But damn.
But then when you showed it, when it came time to it, we'll get to it. But yeah, when it came time to it, like we said, you just fucking those long runs like that, the 10 miles. I mean, if you can do that, you should be fine for a fucking, you know, all the way through. So then But the day, what's that? What was it? The day we went to the expo. So we went to the expo the day before the actual race. We went to go get that stuff, and because you didn't go to the expo last year with us,
No.
so you didn't get to like really get around that and see that. I just kind of recorded it and you saw it through that. But I guess didn't Heather tell you like that you started feeling a little bit? You even kind of said it's like now I feel a little bit better because you came around it. And you were around the other runners. You're around, kind of us who were all talking about it and shit. So that was good to help you at least through that night for the next day.
And it did help. I was able to get sleep beforehand. Woke up in the morning, still not as nervous.
Yeah.
But the closer and closer we got to the freaking parking garage, I was getting nervous. But
yeah,
that did ease a lot of it.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah. All right, Paul. So you ran your first one. This is your first actual.
And the hell out of it.
Yeah. And your first actual like race like this. Like we did Spartan race and stuff like that. And me and you were talking about all this shit last night too. But I think for people it would be good for people to hear like your process. Because when we talked about Spartan race, I remember we were mentioning we didn't even fucking run it. That was the thing that sucked the most during Spartan race. We didn't run and prep for that properly. We were lifting the whole time. Yeah. So the running hurt a lot. But this one, like pretty much after Spartan race, you started fucking hitting miles, bro. You started putting miles in.
For sure.
So how was it like for prepping for this half? And then how did it feel like going into it after you put in the miles instead of going into it like we did the Spartan race? How was it different for you? How did it feel going into the race for your first time?
I did the same thing 3 days a week. I ran Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, short run. Wednesday, short run. Sunday, big run. And the way I did it was I always had to make sure on the shorter runs, I'm able to fully run it at a good pace. And then leading to Sunday, it's, okay, I have a bigger run, so now the pace has to be a lot better. And making sure that I'm able to completely run the full thing without stopping. And that's what I did prior to the race day. Yeah. And I felt really comfortable knowing that the amount of miles I put in, and how I ate and everything, it made me feel really comfortable.
So you're confident.
Yeah, like I was 100% confident. I mean, more than the Spartan race.
Yeah. Because definitely you could tell like there's the way you were for the Spartan race and the way you were before the half marathon, very fucking different. Yeah. But how many miles were you? Do you know how many miles you were running like a week before? Let's say like the last couple of weeks before, like your the average mileage you were running like weekly, since you're running 3 days a week.
It just depends on the Sunday run, because that number on Sunday varies. If I'll do like 8 or close to 10, so maybe like a little over 20 maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing about 15, 20 a week averaging. Yeah, that's okay. So about 15, 20 miles a week you're running, and that was like from basically zero, right? From 0 to fucking 15, 20 miles a week you're running to prep for the half marathon. What was your finish time for the half marathon? Race? Yeah.
1 hour and 55.
1 hour 55 minutes. Dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking fast for somebody the first time running a half marathon. Like that is what was the average pace? 8:49, right, or something? 8:50. Something.
We got for us.
Yeah, for your finish.
It was we started like from mile 1 to I think 6 was at like 9:05, and then we got faster after that.
Yeah. So. Oh, you got because you guys ran together, so that was the whole
did for a good amount of miles.
Yeah, that was like the whole story. Like you guys were running together. We were like, who's gonna leave who? Because these guys, the whole plan was for them to like PR together, like run it together, and the goal was. Go on, you tell them the goal. What was the goal initially? Don't try.
The goal initially was to finish under 2:05, and so leading up to the race, I kept telling Pao, "Come on, we can do it." But then I was kind of unsure because Pao was like, calm down, I'm like, I was trying to feel out Pao too. I'm like, does he want to? Does he not want to? And then when we went to the expo, that's when I was really like trying to push it. But because I knew he could do it. I saw the paces that he was running. And so I needed somebody else to run it with me because I just really didn't want to be alone. And then I ended up being alone.
Yeah.
But it was okay because at the point where he left me, we hit an icy patch, and then there were people in front of me, and I couldn't. He was already too far, and then we hit the hill.
Yeah, but that agreement was like already made beforehand. Like if somebody was,
ready to
go faster, and the other person can't keep up, go ahead.
PR, always
and,
PR.
And my whole thought about that was when she kept on bringing that up, I was like, this girl is gonna leave me. She's gonna leave me.
Even me, I didn't know. Like I didn't know who was gonna like be the one that went. Because
like from like from 1 going into like 3, I think when we got to the bridge, she was like, she was a good amount of space in front of me. Like I was like, okay, she's going. So it's like, let me just slow down a little bit, and I'll make sure I can still see her.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm pacing myself at. But yeah, all the downhills was where she was like just zooming. I was like, dude, you know what? Let me just relax.
I even showed Mark. I showed Mark too the exact downhill where she left me and Joel, bro. Like she just was gone, and I showed him because we ran by it again. Yeah. And I was like, that downhill is long, bro, and it's it's a good fucking decline, And she just left.
Yeah, and I think she looked back once and she just like kept on going.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm gonna hurt myself if I keep. I just know that Pal's right behind me.
Yeah.
I know he's not far.
Yeah.
Wasn't it slick in that section though?
No.
Okay, there was a section that I was sliding a little bit.
Yeah, the part that was slick was right before you hit Gasworks. Yeah. I was really worried. I was like,
turn into that path. That's where it was.
That's where I really tried to slow down, and then I even tried to cut through people on the sidewalk where there was like dirt, but even the dirt was slick. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm stuck. Yeah,
that's the same part that they're talking about is where. Right before that, this guy was freaking. I know that's the only time in your face that I could tell that you were tripping, like you were worried that we weren't on the right track.
Yeah,
I could tell in your face you were worried about it.
Where the porta potties were, there's a huge cheer crowd, right? And they had some great signs. I love the signs were hilarious. So I'm over here getting caught up in the signs, getting caught up in the moment, I'm high-fiving people, acting like I'm doing something, and then we get through all that noise. And what did we say? I think you came up, or did I? You came up and said something about a turn.
Yeah, because there was a merge, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of people going around.
The marathoners and the half marathoners merged at a certain point, and I looked around because I was also recording Mark, right? I was a fucking camera guy during that time, so I'm recording Mark, and then we passed the marker, right? And then it's a merge, and then I'm like looking like, wait a minute, bro, like. Is there any turn off or anything? But
we started seeing only blue numbers.
Yeah,
the marathoners had the blues. So even me, I'm looking around. I was like, "Were we supposed to turn back there where everybody was yelling at us?"
Yeah, and then we keep going though. Like we weren't that far. Maybe a quarter mile, half mile down, and then I'm looking and I can see people that were in front of us, like waist back and stuff like that. So I'm like, we're fucking right. If we're wrong, then then it is what it is. But I don't think we are. Like, there's no way that all these people just followed the same track.
I did say that to you on the clip. I have a video clip of you saying like, bro, I'm a little paranoid now.
Yeah,
because for me, I only had so much gas in the tank. So if I take a wrong turn, I am done for.
Full marathon.
Full marathon. I was like, bro, I guess we're gonna run the full, bro. If this is what it is.
Yeah. He's like, you took the turn for the full.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I mean, I get it, but it was like. I didn't think that it was wrong, like, because they make it pretty, especially at a merge, they'll make it obvious. It's kind of like you remember when we were running down that one part
straightaway, and the guys
had the
stopping
signs.
People.
Yeah, they even had the signs where it's like
the splits.
Yeah, the splits, like half marathons turn here, then the full go straight or turn. Like they make it pretty obvious. I know Seattle does that. Yeah. Tacoma didn't do that for us last year or earlier this year. They fucking did not make it obvious for us during the marathon. But yeah. I know you were tripping on that, but Gasworks Park, when we turned into there, that shit was funny, bro. Like, remember, what was your experience? How did you feel? Like, I want you guys all to talk about like your experience of going through that, because that was the most like lit area I've seen in a race. Like, I've never
like
seen,
with the cheering and stuff.
Yeah, with the amount of people that were in there, like they get in there early and they want to do that shit. Yeah. They're cheering people on. Like, how did that feel when you went through that?
That was cool. It really does kind of give you a little bit of boost, a little bit of energy. But boy, going through that, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm getting hyped, and everyone's like, "Yeah, let's go, you can do it." So I'm slowly starting to, I can do it. I'm running a little bit harder. As soon as I get through all that noise in the crowd, bro, I'm like, oh man, I can feel my heart rate. I'm like, I better slow down because I'm at the gas out. So after that, I had to check myself. Like, hey, slow down, bro. This is the first one. So let me bring my heart rate back down to where it's supposed to be at, because I'm about to burn out. It was
shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
How about you? Because I know you've never seen that in a race.
No,
think
I
that
haven't. But
that
honestly,
hype.
even in that moment, I feel like I couldn't enjoy it as much as you guys enjoyed it because I
Okay.
was trying to catch up.
Mm.
I was trying to
Mhm.
catch up, and then I was just trying to focus on my feet and not falling, and so I didn't enjoy it as much as I know you guys did. But it was cool to see all
Yeah.
those people and those signs. So.
Yeah, some dude had like a power up sign. You just tap here for power. I
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
did tap
yeah.
the hell out of it.
I think it was
I
a
need it.
mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It had a
mushroom one, yeah.
right? Yeah, I seen that too.
Oh, you probably
For me,
Gasworks was solid.
Yes, that place was lit, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got into that area, I could hear it through my headphones. I had music on, but
Yeah.
just going to a tunnel of people, knowing that they're there to cheer. I mean, there's a
Just for
specific person, or the whole people that's running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that area pumped me up big
Yeah.
time.
Did you know if you?
Yeah, hold on, man. You sweating over there? Or what?
Sweating, but
See, I told you I
Right
should have
on.
sat over there.
do you? Shit. Okay, I just turned it off for a little bit. Fuck you, dude.
You open
Maybe
the door?
you should have gotten a napkin, not me.
Holy! I started feeling it coming down my eye. God damn!
Like, damn, this coffee's that hot.
Well, wait, what were you talking? You said the.
He said it
was
felt good,
It
yeah.
was lit. Do you know if you like your next mile or whatever was like a lot faster than your?
I
your
think
last
so.
one?
I
Going
think.
through that.
I mean, when we got through the icy path,
Mhm.
that's where my fastest felt like going leading into
Going through.
Gasworks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I felt really light, and that's the area where I kind of started, leaving Ching.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got into that area. I felt good.
Mhm.
I felt good from that area into Gasworks, and them being there made it even
Yeah,
better.
made it better. Yeah.
Yes.
It gave you more fucking gas.
Yeah.
Did you use any of the like GU gels or anything?
No, I
like that?
didn't.
You didn't during the
No,
whole race?
no,
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
It's like
Yeah.
damn, it's like perfect. You get like some energy from the crowd
Yeah.
over there. Then after that, pop a GU gel, a mile, 2 miles later, you
Yeah.
start feeling it. Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, I felt good there. And then when you get out of that area, and then you had a right turn going up the hill. I
Yeah.
was like, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even. That's the
That
shitty
was a
part.
tease.
Yeah, I didn't get that part that part of you going through up the hill.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing to me was the cop. There's a cop there. It's like, this is just Seattle, the Seattle Hills.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And he's like, this is nothing.
It's not a
I'm
marathon.
Like, my dude, you ain't never done this shit. So don't sit here and yell at people like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I remember we were going up, and then but you guys passed by the house that had pizza. I don't know if they had
Yeah,
pizza.
that's
Yes,
what I was
dude,
gonna
you had the
mention that.
deep
Yeah.
dish pizza.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's as soon as you pass it, now you can smell that shit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
All
see
I heard
that.
was someone say,
it's
"Come on,
off
man,
to the
grab-"
right.
No,
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
suffering too much.
I heard
Yeah.
someone say, "Just grab a slice." You guys can
Yeah.
grab a slice, and I'm passing it already. I'm like, "What's this guy talking about? Slice? Get your slice." I'm thinking, "Yeah, get your slice of the pie. Finish this thing." And I smelled the air, and I asked AJ, I was like, "Bro, is that pizza back there?" He's like, "Yeah, bro, that's pizza." I was
Yeah,
like,
bro.
"Oh."
I should have recorded.
It was
that
missing.
shit.
It was missing some piece.
Oh
on
yeah,
that
for
thing,
sure.
Yeah.
Even somebody that was next to us. There was a group
Yeah.
of like three.
The guy that was running with the two girls.
Yeah, the guy went back and grabbed a slice.
They're like, "No, come on, we got to keep going."
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And he stops. He looks back, and then he runs. And they're like, "Yeah, we just got to keep going." And then he stops again. He looks back. He's like, "No, I'm gonna get one." So he turned around to get one. And the girl's like, "Come on, he's gonna run more than he needs to because he wants to get some pizza."
yeah, and you can smell it. Like
Yeah,
you
it
can
was
smell it.
pretty good.
Real, it smelled good.
And that's also where that steep ass hill was.
Yeah, that's what I went to talk about. But
Yeah.
because that already started on a hill. Like you were going up a little hill there, and then because I was running in front of Mark, so I came up a little bit and I said, "Ooh," I said, "Ooh," I didn't know this shit was there.
Mhm.
So I take the level and I see it. I'm like, "Ooh," I was like, and I look back, like, "There it is, bro."
Yeah.
I was like, "There it is."
It's a hill to a hill.
Yeah, it
How'd
was
you guys do on that hill?
I
Uh,
did.
the little but steep one.
Yeah,
I
short but
already, when I
steep.
looked at it, I was like, oh, there it is. Because I remember for the Seattle Marathon last year, it was like hill and then hill. And
Yeah.
I was like, that's exactly what I was expecting. So
That's
when
what
it
it reminded me of.
turned, yeah, when it turned and I hit it, I was like, just keep moving your feet. Just keep moving your feet. And after I hit that hill and then I saw the next hill, I was like, I'm popping my GeoGel right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, gee.
yeah.
Was it very similar to the ones you guys ran last year? That course?
No,
That was
that
different.
was different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only thing that was similar was the freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the back roads and everything, or the back sidewalks and
That was
everything,
different.
is different because we didn't run near gas works or nothing like that.
Oh,
Yeah, but that hill though, I don't think that hill that you guys are, but I thought it was a fucking still solid, good hill after coming up that that kind of long, that long hill, and then to turn and not to take that, and then I thought that was it. I really thought that was it for the hills, and then we
I
take.
knew it wasn't it.
Right,
But
I thought that was the
yeah.
incline you guys are talking, the hill that you're talking about,
Yeah.
and then when we go down and then you hit Aurora and then take the right, and it's like ooh, the whole way through.
When it leveled out and the steep one leveled out, I was like, oh, I don't think that's the one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's supposed to be around 2 miles long.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't think that was 2 miles unless I'm getting faster. But
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not. I don't think. Once it leveled out, I realized, no, there's more coming.
But I don't know, like, how was that for you guys though? Like, because that long hill was, it's shitty. But honestly, I don't think the incline on it was crazy. I just thought that because it was so long, that's where it was like 2 miles of just incline, and then but you have 2 miles. We talked about that too, like 2 miles of just you can go fucking fast down that motherfucker. Pick up you can take a minute to almost 2 minutes off your time, just for a minute and a half take off your time just coming back down. So. And you don't even lose that much time. You just get a little more exhausted going up,
All of us have that.
I don't talk about these guys for this. Well, when we were going up that, bro, I was like telling this guy, I was like, bro, were you running faster up than we were going down? It's like, I felt like this guy was really slowing down when we were running back down.
No, bro, because I checked, I actually went into my app and I checked all my times.
Yeah.
I slowed down like 16 on
going
that
up.
hill. Yeah.
And then coming down, what
it was back to like 14:30 or something like that.
Oh, see, that's where it should have been, about 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was hurting. So on that hill, it was so long, and then it had a slight, the angle.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is where you were asking me how, you're like, bro, how you doing? How you feeling? I was like, man, I don't know, but I'm starting to feel something in my lower back on the right side. And then I think eventually in my heel on this side too. I don't know if it was just because of that lean. And
you felt it in your back?
Yeah. I felt something in my back, just tightening a little bit. And then just nonstop, you just feel, for me, because I'm heavier, I feel every step harder when it comes, even the slightest hill, I can feel every step is just harder and harder. And then I'm looking down, I'm like, okay, I remember watching the video, okay, there's overpasses. I think the second overpass is my turnaround, or for the half marathon. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking far down, I see one overpass. I'm like, okay, that's the first one. Where's the second one? And we get closer to the first one, and then the second one, I can't even see it. I was like, oh my gosh.
I feel like the way you felt is the way I was feeling when I was going up that hill. Yeah. I really felt like, oh my God, where's the turnaround point? Yeah. Like, where is it?
That's all I was looking for there too.
Me and Pal, that's when we passed each other too. And when we passed each other, I was holding my side because I was cramping.
You guys were like
right
this,
here.
Passing each other?
Yeah, we passed each other, and I was
down, I was going up the hill. Already.
And he was trying to say something like, "Come on, let's go." I'm like, "I am trying." Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm holding my side right now. I'm cramping.
Yeah. So that's right when you took the GU gel then.
After
the GU gel hit you when you came up there.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I think about that? I think it's like when you body you just push your body pretty hard, and then you just like not letting it recover. And so it's like now it's working to try and like, catch back up from the work you just did from the hill. And then you gave it the GU gel, which is not like a natural thing. Then it's like trying to break that down. I don't know if that like, because that's the same shit that I got in the Seattle Marathon. And I remember that part.
And I don't ever get side cramps. And I had to hold that the whole way going up. So I didn't stop.
I feel like it probably might have been because it's just coming from the hill and taking it. Maybe, I don't know. Just a thought. Yeah. But yeah, and then so that's when he passed. That's when
he was already going down, and I was still going up.
Mm-hmm. But towards the end,
Pal just ate that hill, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just ate that hill up
a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, that's where I felt. I was like,
strongest.
Not the strongest. That's where I felt a little slower, just because I was looking at the hill. I was like, dude, this is a long way.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta, pace myself a lot better because I still got more miles to go. Yeah. And when I got to that part, I was trying to find mile markers just to know, like,
how much more.
How much more, because my sleeve on my shirt
turned off.
It killed the watch.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's, I don't know where I'm at right now. So I was like, I was trying to find all the mile markers.
See, bro, if Audrey just let you run without a shirt on, bro, you don't have that problem.
No, hell no. Yeah. No, cannot.
It was fucking cold anyway.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But yeah, that's where I felt the slowest. that part just because of the whole, incline going up and then not knowing, okay, where is this going to end?
Yeah.
And then when I turned around, I felt fine. And then knowing that, okay, we're going to come down again. And I felt even better.
Yeah. It's when your feet are just like moving themselves.
But I seen when we got to that part, or when I got to that part, I seen a lot of like people stopping because they were just hurting on the way down the hill.
Yeah.
Like they looked like they were in pain.
Yeah.
Did you see the girls that were like off to the side?
Yes, there was.
What's happening?
Yeah, there was a. I don't know how old he was, but he looked pretty young. He was like making some faces where like he might need medical attention or something.
When they're going up the hill?
Down.
They're going down.
Yeah,
Oh,
the divider, the concrete dividers. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I was running. I was like, dude, he was making faces where it looks like he needed medical attention.
That boy dehydrated.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he was pushing too hard.
He was doing the marathon then?
I'm not sure. I just saw him like bending over, making faces. I was like, bro, somebody need to come help him. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I did see that little golf cart the fire department's driving with the stretcher on the back.
Yeah.
It's like, hopefully I won't need that.
It's like, I got you, though.
Right.
I got you. Running across the fucking finish line. And it's like, that's going to be the picture in the fucking the newsletter. Bro.
Right.
Like, I fucking carried this big ass dude past the finish line. Shit.
Let's go.
Disqualified.
No, bro, but I thought it was dope because you fucking. I was telling Paul, it's like that 13 miles is a long way for a guy your size, and for you not to stop. Like we didn't stop. I think you just walked to get water a couple times, whatever. But you didn't stop. You pushed the whole way through all the hills, even like all those little hills where I just said, just move your feet, just keep moving. You kept moving your feet, and you got up the hills, and that I feel like it was almost as hard for me because that shit was hurting my knees, bro. Bro, for real. Like my knees and my fucking feet were hurting, like kind of like sort of like running in place and not being able to like stretch out. So it just kind of felt like fuck. But dude, obviously that was fucking tough for you to be able to do that shit and then show these fucking guys, these bigger guys too, like motherfuckers can pull this shit off too. It's just it's a mental thing. It's a preparation thing. And I thought that was dope and. For you to set that out last year and you actually did it like you said you were, and I'm sure your family, your kids look like they were proud of you. Your wife looked like they're proud of you. So that was
my wife said she was getting emotional at the end. She's like, "But I had to hold it in."
Yeah, I saw her hug. Her hug was long. Yeah, it's like, oh.
And I was telling them, I was like, I felt like an asshole because I just ran in, like, oh, this fucking guy looks like he's like fast, but he took 3 hours to finish a half marathon. But it was just to get the fucking finish, So the cameraman got to finish before the fucking guy, so he can get the finish.
Turn around and get that. That last picture,
the clip, bro. Shit. But yeah.
I was trying to watch the video that Pal took of you crossing the finish line because the guy next to him was like, when he saw you, he was like, "That's a big boy."
Oh, that's what you were saying.
He was like, "That's a big boy."
Oh yeah, and that finish line too. This guy, like, before we entered the arena, actually the last mile, he's like, "Bro, come on, you got to make this your best mile." And I think it was. Yeah.
But for me, when I say that though, too, it's like it might not be your best pace, but for me, it's because I know in the last mile, you're almost there.
Yeah.
So you start
letting off.
Yeah, letting off. But for me, I just told you make it your best mile so that you're pushing to try to make it your best mile, even though it might be yours or it could be slow. But it's in your head. I'm gonna push, so that you can finish strong. But
so I went back into my head looking for more energy, and I picked it up a little bit. But the closer we got to the arena and that little downhill before you hit the turf, this guy, all right, bro, finish on. He ran ahead. I was like, okay, shoot. I started running down that thing. Boy, my leg was like, it was very unstable. So I had to, before I got to the bottom of the hill, I had to slow my ass back down before I rolled in front of all these people.
Downshift.
Yeah, the downshift. And then once it got a little bit even, then I was able to pick it up just a little bit to look strong on the finish.
Bro, it's fucked up too. Like, he was running with you that whole time. I couldn't even tell. Like, I was telling these guys that too. Like, I couldn't tell, like, how you were feeling, like what pain you've held your fucking straight face the whole time, and I couldn't tell. Like, I know it's gonna hurt. I can tell that. Like, okay, he's but the pace that you're running and everything, it seemed pretty damn consistent throughout. So I wasn't like too worried about it.
I think because that. So I was using the Nike Run Club app, and they talked about that a lot, especially for the long runs. relax your face.
Oh yeah.
Don't, because you're using energy when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Relax your face, your shoulders,
Mhm.
watch your posture or your running form.
Yeah.
So I practice that a lot.
Yeah. I just couldn't tell too, like
Yeah.
how tired you were, how you were feeling, and I think that was like a kind of a good thing because it's like, okay, I'm just gonna keep pushing and just keep, for me, I was just like try to stay in front of you so that you wouldn't let off too much, because I feel like running side by side, like. If we run side by side, you're gonna be following, or I'm gonna be just by going by your pace. But if I stay in front, you're kind of thinking like, okay, I'm trying to keep up with it.
It worked. It worked a couple of times. I found myself trying to catch up to you. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
hey, hold on, this guy's going ahead. Maybe to get a shot. Let me slow down.
Yeah, but so we went from like you. I want to talk about that because you kept going. Oh, I'm gonna make 2 hours. No, you know what? I think I can only do 2:05. And then, what did you eventually end up getting?
I ended up getting hour and 57.
Hour 57. Isn't that crazy? And she's one of those people that's like gets hella anxious and she's like, oh my God, I don't even know, man. What if I gotta pee? What if I gotta do? An hour 57. That's why she was so like dialed in during the run. She didn't see nothing. She didn't see cameramen. She didn't see the clowns.
Yeah.
She didn't see the
Your videos
giraffes that were running
hilarious.
up and down the hills and nothing. She didn't see that stuff. We saw that. She didn't see it. She's so focused.
I need
bro.
to practice relaxing my face.
Yeah, I saw your story. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was pissed. I looked at all my pictures. I had 70 pictures and I had maybe 2 that were good and they were with Pal. I was like, yeah, none of these can be used because I look like I'm struggling in every single one.
Yeah, how'd you feel when you got done with that? Like that you were able to accomplish that?
Of course, when I got done, I felt yes, because I don't know. Did I tell you or did I tell everyone or did I tell Pal? But I was saying at the expo, I was like, Pal, I can just see it right now. We're
Yeah, you said
crossing
that
the
in front of
finish
everybody,
line at 1:59,
Mhm.
and when I crossed, it literally said 1:59.
Oh, on the actual. That was on the actual like board time or the.
Yeah,
Yes.
the running time.
Running
But
time.
then my chip time was 1:57.
When did you know that you were actually gonna break the 2 hours? For both of you, when did you guys know? Like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna break 2 hours today.
When me and Pal stayed in front of the pacer,
Mhm.
I was like, we're gonna do it.
For how long? We're like,
We stayed in front of the pacer before we even got into the tunnel,
Oh,
right?
dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did you guys start in front of them?
No.
I was
No,
gonna say,
they were
Yeah,
way,
way
ahead of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're like the beginning of the race.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, hey, we need to make sure we're staying by the 2-hour pacer.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And then it was so crowded.
Yeah.
You know, everybody started going and we haven't even got into
Yeah, we didn't
run.
even start
Yeah.
the race
Yeah.
yet.
And then once we started going, we passed the start line, and then I was trying to look for the mile marker. I mean the pacer.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to be found.
No shit.
Nowhere to be found.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
we're like,
find you.
yeah. And then she was like, hey, we need to make sure we catch up. I was like, oh, okay, let's go then. So yeah, we got into the tunnel. We still haven't seen the pacer.
So you guys didn't catch up to them on the freeway?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Really?
I think so. No. It was still farther forward.
So it's after. So like
Yeah.
not until like the getting off the freeway and back into the
Yeah,
city?
I think that's where we caught up.
So that was like how many miles in was that? Like
Might be 5.
5 or 6?
Yeah, maybe 5.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. We didn't catch him that early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then as soon as we passed the mark, the pacer, we're like, all right. I mean, I kind of put in my head like, okay, if I'm in front of the 2 hour,
Mhm.
then I should be making it under 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then I got to the Aurora Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got there, and then I seen like an hour 45 coming up while I was coming down. I was like, okay, so yeah, I'm under 2 hours.
Yeah, so you saw the 145 like passing you?
Yeah,
on the way
coming
back
up.
down?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he was going up, and I was coming. I was like, I wasn't that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you already knew like,
Like,
oh,
yeah, I'm
breaking
under 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. And initially when he was supposed to run it, he's just gonna run with us.
Yeah.
Then after that, because
Yeah.
she wanted a PR, so he
Yeah,
was just like,
she kept like the whole time before the race. She's like, "Wow, we're gonna PR." I was like, "Man, calm down." And the thing about it too is like I didn't want to get too hyped. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be big boy and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do it. And then we push ourselves too hard,
yeah,
and then we get hurt.
yeah, and that's kind of the
And
same thing too.
especially
'Cause-
yeah, just with me, especially being my first
Yeah.
half.
yeah, And it's like unknown for you too. The same thing. Like you did 10 miles was your longest run right before. You didn't know what 13 was like. The same thing for you, right? You don't know what 13 is like. So you don't know how to like. It's like one of those things. Like, how do I manage my energy to fucking make it that far? I don't know what's gonna happen. But you fucking did it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
you fucking did it.
Yeah, it felt good.
Shit,
it felt good.
So what's next?
Huh?
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah, what's next, dude?
Full marathon.
Oh shit! Look at
full
that.
marathon.
We went from a Spartan race.
Yeah, Spartan race, half marathon, and full marathon. I mean, I get really pumped, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same anymore as, like softball.
Yeah.
Like, it's I'm new to the thing, but it's like, the energy and how hype I get after finishing something that's,
fucking hard.
Pretty hard. Yeah. Like, it's, bro, now we can work towards something a little harder now.
Yeah.
And just knowing that, like, not a handful of people would say, that they ran a marathon or half or a Spartan race.
Our people, bro.
Yeah. Especially
as we were out there, you already know. It was a lot of, there's not a lot of our people out there.
Exactly.
That's why I look around and I'm like, fuck, dude, this is bad. Like, this sucks that, a lot of people are out here. There's a lot of people out here. Thousands, 5,000 people or something like that for the race?
It's insane.
And then you look at like, how many of our people are out here like doing this shit?
Maybe 4.
Yeah.
The 4 of us besides.
I would say 5 because we actually got somebody that somebody messaged us and saw us. Awesome. That was fucking tight, right?
Yeah.
Like, but so there's maybe 5 of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's like 5,000 fucking people out here. Like, where are the rest of our people, bro? Like, why didn't not try to do these kind of things?
Yeah, and that's why I get pumped about doing this stuff and then actually finishing it. You know? Not I mean the prepping for this whole thing, it's a lot harder than being there on race day.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah, you put the whole work.
It's way more work. It feels like
in prepping. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then like you can go on vacations or whatever, and that could mess up your whole preparation. But if you're
because even
that discipline or whatever, you can.
Yeah, that's kind of like the same like with you. Like, you had family coming in, stuff like that. You had trips that you went, Florida, you went for softball, you went to Oregon, stuff like that, but still trained, like, still got your miles and still had to, get it done. That's but I think it's the crazy thing is like when you don't, like, when you want to succeed so bad, right? Like, and you also don't want to show up and not have it. Like, you make sure that you do everything you can beforehand to prepare for it, so it doesn't fucking happen to you where you crash and burn, or you just don't. You just can't do it. Your body said no because you didn't push yourself, hard enough to prep for it. And then, like, I don't know if you, like, cause I don't know how much you ran. Like, you were running, 3 times a week? Same as kind of like Pau?
3, 4.
Yeah. But then you were also not sure if you could hit 2 hours. Like, that was a thing. But, like,
I'm going to tell you now, I didn't hold that pace in any of my runs.
Yeah. So
I wasn't sure if I could.
It's that unknown again.
Yeah. But then it really is, when you show up on race day, it's it's like a different vibe. You get everybody else, and when you're running, it's like, I'm gonna run faster than you. That's that in my head. That's like, I pick a person, I'm gonna beat you, and 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 that's how I get to the finish line fast.
But just knowing that you're passing people.
Yeah. And I
throughout
know
the race,
even
it's like, okay, I'm running faster.
Like, especially when we were on that hill, going up and down, there were people who were like, when I was passing them, I know they probably thought I was a kid, because they're like, and I have one of the pictures that I want to buy, or like with me, like, I'm just this little person and everybody else around me is like so tall, and I'm like running with them. So when I would pass them going down, they're all like,
they're like, wow, look at that kid go.
yeah, look, that little boy.
She can run. She got all the energy.
Yeah. Well, it's funny how that works though, because when I think a lot of your runs aren't actually supposed to be. Obviously, it's not majority of your runs. Your miles that you put in is not supposed to be actual race pace. Like, you're not supposed to hold that.
Which is also weird too. It's like, why not though?
Yeah, but when you're building, you don't want to if you try to race pace every fucking day, you're gonna get hurt. Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
how it
Yeah.
fucking
Mhm.
happens. Obviously, I didn't fucking know. You know, it happened to me fucking twice because, and that's the thing about like ego running and getting into it. It's the same thing with lifting, like ego lifting and ego running. They're fucking the same thing, bro. And you have to understand how to just like the running, just being on your feet. Even me, I was telling these guys too after the race, like. Even though, like, you know, I was out there and I was running your pace, I was still on my feet for 3 hours. So that that does still build my legs up, you know. And it might not be any, but then what I can do is use that as time on my feet. Then later in the week, like my run yesterday, the 15 miles, the last 5 miles of that run, I did race pace, you know. So that's where I get my speed in, you know, I get my faster footwork, like footworking, and it's like. If you think that, because this literally happened to us, and even her, like she's had the ankle stuff, you know, and it's because we're so scared, like we're so worried about, oh, I want to get these paces that I want to get, so let me see if I can do it during training. Like, you're not supposed to fucking show up to your long runs and do that stuff, and that's something that I've relearned, and it's something that I've been telling him too to make sure, like, because I don't want him to get fucked. He has a lot of muscles in his fucking legs, but that's why it makes it very easy for us to get hurt, like because with like we're straining it and we're lifting too, you know. So if you especially with running, it's so easy for the knees to go to fucking, you know, all that stuff. So if we can just the focus is on going on long runs, and this is like to help anybody that's like listening, right? If you want to start running, like your paces and all that stuff is really not important. It's time on your feet. It's, you know, just giving your legs that work and not trying to be fucking, I'm gonna run fucking 8 miles, like, and you can't really fucking do that. Just showing up, like, and just putting in the time on your legs, getting more time on your feet. So I like, you know,
building
long
aerobic base.
Yeah, building aerobic base, like, and then the speed stuff is a very small part. That's like 10 to 20% of your actual miles that you put in every week. So when you see us running and we're running, you know, the 9:30s, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, that's building the legs, you know. Then you get those quick miles throughout, you know, a day out of the week or some shit.
How about the comment from the person who saw us running?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name or anything like that, but yeah, that was fucking dope. Like, that's the whole reason why we put out the videos. That's the whole reason why we do, you know, the podcast and stuff like that. We talk about it because there are some people out there that do this shit, and when they see us out there doing that and they followed the brand, and, you know, then the video actually helped prep them. That's what I was also saying. I probably shouldn't have cussed so much in that video, bro, because a lot of people watch that video and they think it's like the Seattle Marathon video, actual like video, and I probably shouldn't have cussed so much. I should have held that back a little bit. So the next one I'll try and not cuss so much. Yeah,
or I'll just censor it. I'll
beep everything out, because there's a lot of cussing in that for me. But yeah, it was, I guess, you know, she was able to use that video to help prepare for the half marathon Seattle this year, which is fucking dope, bro. Like we said, we're always looking for one person to help. If that was the one person, it took a whole year, but they found one person to help them. Yeah, that was the whole fucking goal, and it worked. Like,
that's crazy just to know that someone would recognize us and was watching, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh damn,
that's 2 people
that's
now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
2 random people that
they actually mentioned it. That they said they seen the video.
Yeah.
The other one was me and her were running at Sue's Creek doing our long run.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the lady, she was training for a marathon, and she said, like, I swear I've seen you. Did you have the Seattle Marathon video on YouTube? And I'm like, that's fucking dope. She's like, I watched that. It's like, I should have stopped cussing so much.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Yeah, I gotta watch my mouth. Start beeping stuff out, bro. Yeah,
that's pretty solid. That's pretty inspiring.
Yeah. And you know, I wanted, with all the stuff that we have coming up, like me and Pal have some stuff we're gonna be doing. This is gonna be you. But look, I'm gonna say this first, bro, because I think it's kind of fucked up. Like, I had to run this.
Okay.
I had to run, bro.
Oh, and I got to use a bike.
You had a whole ass bike.
You can get an e-bike.
Yeah, you had a whole ass bike to go on these fucking races with me, and I actually had to run.
Yeah.
I didn't get no breaks, dude.
Yeah, you should have grabbed a scooter from Seattle.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, the little bird thing is what we call them.
It's like no union break, bro. I was fucking out there. And then the only thing I get to eat is that
like a dry ass granola bar.
Yeah. What's it called? The chewy? That motherfucker was not chewy, bro.
That was an ice block.
Yeah, it was fucking hard as shit. It's like, because they were giving out water at the same station too. I didn't get water. I just got a chewy. And we went down and I ate. I'm like, holy shit, my mouth's dry as fuck. So on the way back, I had to get water on that same fucking station. Like, you guys handing out fucking ice blocks.
That was another thing too. Is like those damn cups were so small, dude. I'm so glad I had my own water and my Gatorade because that was ridiculous.
Did you finish either one of those?
Yeah, I finished my water.
Done in the Camelback?
Yeah.
Toward the end, do you run with a bottle in your hand?
Dude.
Well, that's one thing. I told this guy I was training with it already, so, you know.
When he handed me that, he's like, bro, can you hold this? Because I think he's going to take a GU gel. I was like, who?
All that energy you're saving with your shoulders and your face,
it's going to my arm.
Going to your arm.
It's going to the bicep to lock it.
Bro, that bottle was big and it was heavy. So I'm like...
Plus, I had the water bag. Plus, I had my fanny pack.
I didn't know. Yeah, and I know you had the fanny pack. And I was like, when you said that,
bro,
I'm
you
like...
got a fanny pack on? I was like, yeah, bro, I'm prepared.
Like, this motherfucker's going on safari, bro. He's not even... He's going camping or
I didn't need to stop anywhere.
He's his own medical...
Got some band-aids.
It's like, this dude's going to take care of himself when he calls out, bro.
I would grab a cup every now and then as we're running by, but for the most part, I drank my own. But damn, that was... For those of you who've never done it, man, it's like when you're already breathing hard and you have to suck that straw, which is long, it's coming from your back. Man, I was out of breath trying to do that.
I could not.
I think one time AJ looked back, he's like, bro, you good? I'm like,
then he's like, it's water. Really hard to suck from this. I got something for you.
He gassed out trying to feel better.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, man. That thing was tough.
Let's say you have to get those bottles, actual bottles that you don't even have to squeeze them. You just suck on them, and it'll fucking start.
Like the one you guys have?
Yeah, like those are really fucking solid. Man. It makes it a lot easier.
A freaking cheap $5 Gatorade bottle at Walmart. That's what I used.
Is that the Camelback the Camelback you were wearing? That was from Walmart.
That was from Walmart.
Because I saw that. That's what we just saw. It. I was like, I think there's the one mark. Because I remember the tube. It was so long and everything, and so it's like thick and clear. And like most of the if you have a tube like that. But what I was also thinking, I told her I was like, I think if we just opened up the back a little bit, it might have helped him fucking
suck the water out.
Yeah, get the water through the tube, but I don't know.
No, I don't know how it does its thing, but when I first got it, it was hilarious because I filled the whole thing up. You know, on the top part, you have to bite on it to open it and drink your water. Bro, I was fucking sucking the shit out of that. Damn, nothing was coming out. I'm like, damn, this thing is broken. And it was like 2 days or something before you told me to go try it out. But then I realized, you got to pull the thing up. You got to pull the valve open and then But it was still hard. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but
I guess you're not a good sucker.
Nope.
You're not as good as you think.
It's not my job. But yeah, the Gatorade bottle is what I train with the most, though, and that one's easy for me. I ran this morning and I did the same thing. I had my Gatorade bottle with me. That was it.
It's fucking hard. I cannot do that.
Yeah, I can't do that too.
Even when we were, you know how you're saying the cups are so small? For me, I don't know, maybe because I'm so small.
That's like
I was like, that's
like all those midget meals, like videos.
You're holding the cup like this.
Yeah.
Perfect serving.
This is too big. But those were, I felt they were like perfect size.
Maybe it's the ones I was grabbed. They weren't even full.
No, they were. I think they were all the same size. They were all really small, like for a regular person.
But the few that I grabbed, they were only like half full.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cramp up if I had to rely on you guys.
Because it's probably because these motherfuckers spilled while they're walking through the fucking road, you know.
Because technically, when you're drinking water, it's not supposed to be to like hydrate you. It should be just to like wet your mouth, wet your throat. And so for me, when I grab the water, I'm literally still running really hard, and so it's spilling everywhere.
Same here.
You know,
this is perfect. This is enough water.
They were saying that, and I was like, why the fuck didn't you guys just walk and drink the water?
No, because it
doesn't
felt
make that
good.
much of a difference, you know, if you just walk.
Veterans, we felt like veterans runners. Just run.
And then what I felt guilty was throwing the cup after you're done.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm about to litter this thing.
Right.
Throw it out.
I don't do that. You guys are terrible people.
No, I tried to get
as to the end or what?
No, I tried to get as close to the trash can as possible, but if it doesn't make it in, there's thousands of other cups.
Exactly.
There's proof, even in the marathon videos, that even to Tacoma, there's proof. Every time you saw me get water, I threw it in the trash can. You guys are terrible people.
No, I threw it in the ones that have the trash can, but the one on the freeway, it was just cups all over the floor. I was like, God.
So let me join in. Let me just be like everybody else and throw trash on the ground.
But I will say, I had my little GU gels, and there was no trash can in sight. So when I was looking around, I was like, someone's going to yell at me if I drop this on the ground. So what I did instead, I was jogging. I would look at the cone. I'm like, they're going to come back and pick these cones up. So I just put it right by the cone. So that
Hey,
was
it's
my,
like,
that was
fuck
my,
it, I paid $150 to
Yeah.
run this.
That's
I'm
exactly.
fucking, somebody
You
can
can pick
this
up my
up.
cash.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, after we have this, like, all this shit planned for, since the half marathon, that was cool. I don't know. Are you planning on running a full marathon at
Yeah.
some point? What you think? What
Yeah.
you think, bro? Yeah?
I haven't decided what. Yeah, I feel like I have time. I still got time.
Seattle.
The
I was
full?
telling
Oh
I
my
was telling
gosh,
I
those
was
hills
Yeah.
though.
I was
God
telling
damn.
AJ, but it's the you can't even compare like the Tacoma and the Seattle marathon. Like the vibe at the Tacoma marathon was just like any other.
Mm,
It's just like any other race. But the
Yeah.
Seattle marathon, because they
It's
have that
different.
MC there,
Yeah.
they have the music blaring. I
You know,
feel like
it's
we should
better.
do it every year, like either the half or the full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to go into the Husky Stadium. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
And when I
Yeah.
found out we were running in the Husky Stadium, I was like, damn, dude, I got gypped.
No, but then I also said that I thought the finish line for this one was better than Husky because Husky was big, right? So everybody was so spread out, so far out. But this one, I thought it was cool
yeah.
because everybody was right next to the, the finish line, and they're right next to the barriers.
Yeah, that's because they wouldn't let anybody on the field in the Husky Stadium.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they wouldn't let
Yeah.
you on the field. That's why we were in the stands when you guys
Oh,
came.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's why I
that.
thought it was pretty cool. There's people out there like right next to it. So I mean, this is just different. But Husky Stadium would be cool to run.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty cool to run.
I just thought it was cool when you guys were running it. So I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's so dope.
Yeah. Well, we have Paul already saying he's about to run. It's his first marathon.
This year? I mean,
yeah.
next year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 2024.
For me, I feel like I want to do a full marathon, but I think I want to continue to work more before I get to that point.
Yeah, bro.
I still want to do a half marathon again,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, but running for 3 hours at my weight, it's like, that's cool and all, but in the long term, that's not really ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, my knees were like,
Yeah, I mean
get the hell off me, please.
that's the thing about it.
You
Like,
know?
I don't think that like maybe, I mean, obviously, like run. Yeah, if it's not like good for you, like running a full marathon. If you really think, like, consider like this is probably not it. Like, I probably shouldn't be fucking busting my knees up for this long.
Yeah.
Especially the training part. Like, the training part is a lot of fucking miles. You know what I mean? And it could like for a heavier like set person, right? Like, if you're putting in miles like that, like, yes, that can be back. That can be ankles and knee injuries and hip and shit like that. So I
stayed relatively healthy though throughout the whole training process. The half marathon was tough, so that's when I started to think like, damn, do I really want to do a full?
Yeah. And it's
I do,
lot
but
more like
I got to figure out a better way, and I don't want to be out there for 6 hours.
Yeah, bro. I
trying to run a full.
I don't know if I can fucking run that with you, bro.
Yeah, that's why I want. That's why I'm
getting
not
a
fully
bike for
committed
sure.
yet. Yeah. I listened to the Mark Bell podcast, and they were breaking down the course as he was running to the finish line.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that,
But that's why they do the early start, people. Like, so,
True.
yeah. When we were in Tacoma, that's the first time I heard it. I didn't think I heard it in Seattle last year, but yeah, the early start ones, if they know they're gonna take a little bit extra time, they can go out earlier.
Yeah,
which is cool to help.
Smart.
Yeah. But I mean, if that ever fucking comes, that'd be fucking solid. But yeah, we do plan on like. I think I love the Seattle Marathon now. Like, just the second time, I didn't get to run the marathon this year, but I was telling you while we were on the question, like, that fucking gave me
fired
the
you up
itch,
for
bro.
the-
Like,
yeah.
just when I was running with Mark and just like all the people like in the marathons, you see them fucking struggling, you see them in pain, you see them running fast as shit.
Yeah.
Like, that fucking made me want to go, bro. Like, I fucking had the itch for that. Like, I love that because it's like people, the shit is not easy. It fucking hurts. Like, that shit is like where you should be because that's where you're gonna find growth. That's where where nobody else, like other people aren't fucking doing it. And that's the spot I like being in. And when I fucking see that, I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to feel like that right now. Like, I'm just watching
when
this,
he
like,
first said that to me after we finished the half marathon, I was like, not anywhere during my run did I feel that I wanted to run the full marathon. Like, I don't know, preparing for the Seattle, the full marathon and then the half marathon was so different. Even running it was so different.
It was a little more relaxed for the half.
No,
Oh,
her
I
first
felt
one,
it
yeah,
was.
not this one.
I felt
Yeah.
it was more relaxed for the full marathon because with the half marathon, because you know that your miles are so much less, I can
Run harder?
push myself
Oh yeah.
really hard throughout these 13 miles because I know it's only 13 miles. I don't have to save really much in my
Mhm.
tank. So when he said that, I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to run a full marathon right now.
He had a lot of distakes though because he was running my
Yeah.
pace. That's probably why.
No,
Yeah.
But and I was just like, because it was like when I'm running a full marathon and I see the half marathon, I was like, oh fuck, must be nice running a half marathon. You're about to be done.
Yeah.
And then I still got another fucking race, another same distance race that you just fucking finished, But at this time, I was watching the full marathon, I was like, I want to run a fucking marathon. But it was cool. It's good perspective, and it's like good that I'm glad that I got the itch, to do it. And so I'm excited for this. I already registered for the Tacoma fucking marathon. Pao is considering it. He's thinking about it.
It's happening.
It's going down. See, look at keep going up.
And now it's out. It's going to be out now, so it's got to
It's
happen.
It's happening. So we've already talked about going out there running and we'll train together. Probably get some long runs in together.
Oh, in the area?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because I was kind of looking at the map, and I think it'd be best to just like get familiar with the it doesn't have to be starting from the where
The
they're gonna
actual
try and
start,
start at,
yeah.
but it's if you run some of the course,
Some pieces of it.
yeah, then you'd just be like, okay, this is where I can relax, or I can
Yeah.
push, or just stuff like that. You just
Yeah, I've never done that, but
That's what this guy. I was trying to tell this guy too about for this year. I was like, bro, I think I'm gonna go out. I want to go out and try to run a piece of the course at least. He's like, bro, you don't need to do that. Never mind, bro. Just make it a surprise. I was like, well, it's gonna be a surprise, all right.
Bro, for me, like it's okay to know, but I just don't like because a lot of times like you set that out, but you don't know how you're gonna feel
When you
really
get there.
at that point during the race, So it's like if you set out this plan and then it doesn't go that way, that's why I don't like to have too much. Like I'll go in with my basic plan and I can adjust up and down from there. But I don't like to take in too much shit that, and then if it's shit that I cannot control that happens, that's where it's like fuck, But that's why I'm just like, if it comes, it comes. We'll
You know
deal
what
with
would
it,
help
man.
me is those running those damned hills and knowing what I'm going up against. Because damn, those hills suck, dude.
Yeah.
I would have done a lot more hill work because when I really started to pick up for the half marathon, I was training on a flat, the foothills trail.
Yeah.
There ain't no hills there, and I'm running 9 miles and it felt good. I was speeding up towards the end, and then I realized, oh, wait, I got to throw some hill work there because
But still, But that's all that mattered, bro.
Yeah.
Like you say, you need hill work, but you ran a complete half marathon
it's true
without stopping. So it's like, did you need to fucking do more hill work? Probably not, because you already fucking did a fucking half marathon.
Maybe it would have
like
eased my nerves.
It was the distance, I guess. Yeah,
yeah.
But it's like I don't know. Fuck, I don't even know. It's like speaking from my pain. I don't know. It's like, yeah, the shit. It's gonna suck. This was how it's gonna be, but it's like. It doesn't matter how many fucking hills you ran. Or if you 100%, ran, it's just like you fucking ran the miles you're supposed to run, and then you finished it like you're supposed to.
Yeah,
you did better than you thought you were gonna do.
Yeah,
even without doing the hills.
4 minutes faster than my predicted time.
Yeah, I was gonna say what was your goal? Because I know you said you just wanted to finish, but you had
the ultimate goal was to finish.
Yeah,
and then my estimated time when I was, my worst case scenario time was 3.5 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I ran the math, I was like, if I'm doing 15-minute miles, I should be done in 3:15.
Oh, okay.
So 3:15 was what I was shooting for.
Okay.
Then you got.
And I got it at 3:11.
Yeah.
Thanks to the downhills. Because it sure wasn't the uphills.
Did you say what time you got? You said 157.
Yeah, 157.
Yeah. So yeah, we already. So me and Paul probably gonna run the Tacoma Marathon. That's my redemption fucking marathon. So I'm gonna start training for that here in probably the next 2 weeks.
The redemption.
I start putting in
sub 4 hour.
Yeah, try to just break sub 4. But after that, and I even told Paul and these guys, like after I run the sub 4 hour, like the speed or trying to run any faster is not really like a big goal of mine. I just want to break 4 hours, and then after that, I just want to run marathons. Yeah.
Then he can run slow marathons with this slow ass wife.
No, because I like run the marathons as a group. It's fucking fun, and we all get to go through it together. But then I also have other plans of other shit that like we've talked about that I haven't mentioned yet. But that's like my biggest goal next year that I really want to fucking knock out. But we still have something that we're doing next month that Paul also wants to join me on, so that's gonna be a fucking painful but good time.
Oh yeah.
We don't talk about that yet, though. No. We're gonna. It's a shocker,
I do want to give a shout out to. My brother was originally supposed to run this thing with me. He got this dude, party too hard now, so he got sick. But before that, he had talked to my younger brother's really good friend, really good friend, to run it with him, to run it with us. They both registered, the day came, my brother had to pull out because he just sounded like death. He really did sound sick. But Guma, my little brother's really good friend, ended up going through with it. But I didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was still doing it. But he showed up.
Yeah.
He showed up and he ran it. I think first marathon he ran at 2:01.
Wow.
Didn't train
He's
for it.
untrained, yeah.
He's not a runner. He's just a young dude. And he did it 2:01. I was like, damn, you freaking, that guy's a beast. So I just want to give him a shout out for that. That's
Hey,
pretty
good
dope.
shit, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's fired up. He wants to do it. You know, I hit him up. I sent him a message, so he wants to do it again next year and try to improve on his time. I was like, damn, dude, with a time like that, you're gonna improve.
Yeah. See, but that's what
that's pretty dope.
And that's what I like about it, bro. Because it's like, I think most of, especially our people, they won't step out and then at least try it. Look at like fucking this guy. As soon as he stepped, because we started doing it, you know, last year, and then once he fucking when he saw the Spartan race, and it's like, fuck, I want to do more hard shit. It feels so fucking good, bro. Yeah. And that's why we talk about it, right? Because like we want other people to fucking feel this good. Like when you do shit like this and you feel like you're actually accomplishing shit. You're not making up fake confidence and fake bullshit you know about yourself. You're actually doing shit on the daily to better yourself. And then once you hit an accomplishment and then you know like, oh yeah, I fucking did the work and I did that, I completed that, what more can I do? Like that's the idea when you come out of it, right? Like I can imagine like you coming out of like the fucking half and like you're just thinking like, bro, I smashed that because I did the work. How much further can I go? Like, how much more can I do? Right?
But
and that's why
oh, sorry.
That's why the thought of the fool was already like, you know, behind us. Like, I'm pretty sure I could, you know, work towards doing that.
Yeah.
And do, you know, finishing it at a decent time. Yeah. And there's no PR going out, you know, going to happen or what, but it's just okay.
Just to fucking run a marathon. Exactly. That's it.
Did you feel like you still had some in the tank after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
You could tell, bro.
That's dope.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely did.
I've done, I mean, the reason why is because I, you know, put in the miles just to run a half. It's like, okay, I know I can do more, but, you know.
That's solid.
Save it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it was eventually going to happen with Pao because we hang out with him so much. Yeah. And you know what they say, that you're the average of the 5 people that you hang out most with. And so me and AJ are 2 already of the 5. So you're eventually going to run one.
Yeah. Because when we were doing like 75 hard and shit, I remember they came, you guys came over, remember? And then we were supposed to have like a fucking 18-mile run the next day or something like that. And then we actually ended up not doing it because the weather was just ridiculous. I remember that day.
No, it was supposed to be a 21 mile run, I think. It was one of our really long runs. Yeah.
And then at that time, these guys, imagine that, bro. Like that was a year ago. He was thinking like, 20 miles marathon. Like then next thing you know, look at his ass a year later, he's fucking running half. Now he's thinking about running half. That's fucking dope, bro. Like that's the shit that I'm talking about. Like look at what he's accomplished already. You know, this year, Spartan race and a fucking half marathon. Like you can imagine like over time how many things you can fucking accomplish and how much confidence you build over the work that you do for yourself or you put into yourself.
And then translates into your life.
Into your fucking life. Yeah. Like better dad, better husband, even though he's always just like probably yelling at his kids, go fucking put in the work. Yelling at his son.
Go wash the dish so I don't have to.
Yeah, I already started that. It's like, I need to be efficient and use my oldest son to do some shit around here.
That's what they say. That's why we had kids.
Yeah.
Now go give me the remote.
Oh, get the hell out of them. We're probably going to be back at Seattle Marathon next year again. Yeah. I think that's going to be a yearly thing.
Yeah. I feel like it has to be. Because that was like our starting.
That's where, your whole marathon journey.
Yeah. Everything started. So we just go out run that bitch every year. It's fun, man. I like the atmosphere out there.
And pretty soon, you know, if that's going to be like an annual thing.
Yeah.
The MC wouldn't know. Oh, AJ.
I'm starting calling you by name.
No, because like it was
16
crazy.
years.
Yeah, it was crazy because when the reason why I said it is because he was like calling out names. Like, oh,
no, but that's what I was telling you. Like, because once you pass a certain point, the MCs they get it.
No, but didn't he even say like, oh, from Canada, our friend from Canada?
Yes, because they have all your registration information.
Yeah.
Even me, when I was passing, I didn't cross the finish line yet, but I just entered the stadium, and they said Cristina Allen, Kent Washington.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
They're probably just watching also based off. They could be watching the who's coming in or who's close
Yeah.
to finish. So they're already
yeah.
pulling up names and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's
And someone's reading off the names to
Yeah.
the person.
That's crazy to see those people who finish first place and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
those guys were
2
hauling
hours.
ass.
2:27, I think, was the fastest marathon time.
For the full.
Yeah.
Jeez.
God.
I just remember looking at the results like, let me see who first place is. So I was like, damn, dude.
yeah.
And, huh?
Their pace were like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it was, like,
insane.
nuts.
And it stayed the same from beginning to
That's
the end. dude.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was telling him yesterday, I brought that up. I said, bro, they were like 25, 24-year-olds.
Yeah.
Young. Yeah, the young lungs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's very
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very different. Like that's such a
Because the half, their finish time was like 1:05.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Insane.
insane. They were moving.
Yeah.
And whenever I see the Pacers run by me, I'm all like, damn, they're so fast. Even the
Yeah.
3-hour pacer, the
Mhm.
4-hour pacer.
Mm.
I can't imagine what the first place guy looks like.
Yeah.
Just out in front of everybody. Just gone.
Even the pacer couldn't pace with him.
Yeah. There's no pacer for them, bro.
No.
Like most people that can run that fast, ain't nobody. Just very little of them that's gonna keep up. It's crazy. It's like you gotta pay a pacer to fucking
Right,
like really
exactly.
pay
Yeah.
a pacer to stick with somebody that's gonna run that.
He's
fast,
on a
bro.
bike.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. He's gonna be on a bike. An e-bike.
Yeah.
Like charge that bitch up, boy.
Right.
Cause shit. But yeah, man, we fucking
We did it.
covered
We
everything.
accomplished
Yeah,
some
man.
goals.
We got some shit done this year. I think that's about it really for the year. Like that was so I guess Seattle Marathon end of the year for us for like races and stuff like that. And this time, last year we finished with 3 of us, doing it. Now we got, 4 of us were able to complete, fucking something. So Powell got his first Seattle half marathon in, and Mark got his in this year, and props to you guys for fucking knocking it out and getting it done, and showing up for the work every day, and just trying to be better, because it will connect to somebody else. Like it will inspire somebody else, because I think they're probably tired of hearing from me. So it's good that we have other people fucking out there,
Yeah,
trying to
that's the
spread the fucking the message, bro.
Hey, maybe we'll pick someone up next year.
Yeah, maybe someone, one a year is good with me. Shit.
Mhm.
Next year, maybe we'll run out with fucking like 25 people, just fucking a group of people,
Jeez.
MB, and just running a fucking
Right.
marathon or something, which would be dope. But
That would be dope.
I got some plans. I was telling her about that. I got some plans for like next summer that I really want to do, but I really have to plan that out, because if I'm gonna be training and doing this, it's gonna be a lot. But
Yeah.
I really want to do it. But yeah, I think that's it. Appreciate you guys for coming again. This is the first time we've ever had,
Returnees.
returnees
Yeah.
at Pal and Miss Sally come on again to share their experiences with everybody. And I thought it was fun. So thank you guys again for coming on. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Love you. Thanks for having us.
Are you gonna have? I wanted to say like last words.
No, go ahead. Yo, you have something to say this time?
Yeah,
Okay, go
I
ahead.
do.
Go ahead.
I do have something to say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like Ice Cube says, train like an athlete. Life ain't a track meet. It's a marathon.
All right.
Come on.
Hey,
No,
go
that's
out.
not.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna just.
No, that's the last words, bro. What are you doing?
Oh shit!
No, but you still have your ending. Go
I
ahead.
still gotta
Yeah,
fucking
that's
finish
true.
it.
That's
Go out, be your best, and always do that shit out of style. Let's go.